Here's the thing about life. You either keep going or you give up. Because the middle ground sucks. You either give it everything or is it really worth it? So this morning I'm in Pretty Pools, Port Hedland, which is West Australia. And it's just coming out of winter, so the temperature is pretty beautiful. Down there is the pools in question, and the tide comes in mighty fast here. Within about 3 hours, this whole area can just be flooded. It's absolutely incredible, and I'm going to go down there in a minute and show more of it. Right, how am I going to work myself to death in this little area? Simple. Got an L-sit here. Handstand push-up we can try and work on the wall. We can then try and do a kind of a jumping push off the wall, which I'll show in a minute. Then over here we've got this shade on top of the bench. So we've got this bench here, wide grip dips, I'll show that. And then of course we can use this roof here for doing some pull-ups. So let's get it going. All right, so this one obviously is fantastic for your abs. You just try and keep it as long as you can. So for me, I would go for about 50-60 seconds if I can, which is a reasonably long time. You can get a lot of benefit out of maybe 20 seconds. You can do this if you're hanging as well. So if you're hanging off a bar, you can have your legs like this as well. Just try and keep them your feet as high as possible. And when you've finished, you'll really feel a burn. So we'll move on from this one. Okay, so you've seen the handstand push-up already. So this really is just trying to build some strength from a bit more cardiovascular workout where I'm just jumping onto the wall and then pushing off like that. And just do that really as many times as you can. I was doing this for a couple of minutes the other day, and it's just building up some nice strength in your shoulders and your chest. And you can go as fast or as slow as you like. You know, once you've done about 30 seconds, you'll really start to feel that. It's all about just, you can come up with your own exercises. So long as you are pushing your muscles, it's all working. Right, so this is one that I've shown on many of my other videos, and I love it because it's accessible. There are benches all over Australia. So simply grab both sides of the bench and just quickly make sure there are no spiders underneath. And it's simply a wide grip dip. So just keep your knees up off the ground and try and just put your chest down as low as possible so that it's touching that bench when you go all the way down. And I try and do between 12 and 15 of pretty much everything. So give that one a go. It's fantastic for your chest, your arms. It's a great exercise. And finally, we've got our pull-up. So you can do it nice and slowly. You could hold in one position and then go up a bit further, down, or you could try and jump off the bar, which is what I'm doing at the moment to really build up some explosive strength. So like this, and then like that. Or I could do it very, very slowly, hold up there and then down. So you can do that as much as you like. All right, quick bonus. Forgot this one, now the wind's picked up. But this one is fantastic for your core. It's a new one for me. So you've got a brick wall, just grab either side of it like this. Legs on both sides, and then just push up in a straight line and then back down. So I'm telling you, if you do 5 of them, you'll absolutely kill it. Just like that. You can try and push at the same time. That's that one there. Really give that a go and you'll be surprised. So behind me is the pools itself, and then when the tides get really big here, they fill up this whole car park going back to the rocks over there. We're near a place called Derby, which is the #1 place in the world for the biggest tides. So you can imagine here just how quickly the tide comes in and out, and it's multiple times a day. It's quite confusing. And This is where the pool's wrapped around. Really beautiful. It comes all the way up here, across the sand, down again. 3 hours later, the same thing again. I've never seen anything like it myself. And then we're coming up to this exact spot here. I've seen a green turtle pop up, seen a couple of eels down there, loads of fish, and up and over here we've got the ocean in the distance. Have a look at that. So when the tide comes in and out, the current can be extremely strong, and you've kind of got a horizontal waterfall going on. At the moment it's dead still, but it's good fun. You can jump in and get swept all the way down. Hope a crocodile doesn't take you in the process. And then over there is the ocean, and it's not very far out at the moment. It goes very far out. Okay, that's it from me today. I think I'm going to call this video as the wind is picking up already. Tomorrow I'm going to do a video on the human condition, and I'm just going to start sharing my own life experiences to kind of put it out there, a bit of therapy, and maybe it'll help some other people too. So mixing up the videos. See you tomorrow.